All right, now let's talk about Erin Blanchfield. I do not believe that Erin Blanchfield will be the next long reigning champion. However, I do believe that it's possible. I believe she has the opportunity, or should I say, the skill set. Everybody has opportunity. I believe Erin has what it takes if her chin holds up. If her chin holds up, her offense is very difficult for most fighters to deal with. And it has nothing to do with her specific skill set or speed. It's her tenacity. I said a long time ago, aggression is what is lacking in WMMA. And Erin Blanchfield does not lack in aggression. She's aggressive the entire time she's fighting. And there's not that many women who are that aggressive. But I don't believe Erin Blanchfield will be the next long reigning champion. I believe that what happened to Yasmin is going to happen eventually to Erin Blanchfield. If y'all remember, almost every fighter that we criticize for having poor defense, they eventually get slept. Y'all notice that? After Wei Li's UFC debut, I criticized her defense. Later on in her career, she got knocked out cold. One shot. Joanna has always been criticized for getting hit too much. And then she gets knocked out twice. Yasmin, she gets hit too much. I pointed this out after she fought in her debut against Lucindo. She gets hit too much. And Lucindo was hitting her early in that fight. That's another thing, and that's another big problem that I've been talking about ever since I've been online. When you see a fighter getting hit early in the fight, that's a big red flag. That's a huge sign that their defense is extra poor. Early in fights, you're supposed to be at your freshest, sharpest. You got your legs still under you. Everything still works to the best of their ability. You should be able to avoid shots easier early in fights. When you see a fighter getting hit early in fights, big red flag. Wei Li was getting hit early in fights. Yasmin getting hit early in fights. Jessica Andrade getting hit early in fights. Joanna getting hit early in fights. You can really go down the list. Fighters who have noteworthy defense, you typically never see them get knocked out. Rose Namajunas. We've never seen her get knocked out. Of course, Valentina Shevchenko. Defense is the key to longevity and dominance. It's much easier to polish up your offense and increase or enhance your offense. It's a lot more difficult to become defensively oriented, defensive minded. There was a lot of hype behind Yasmin before she got knocked out by Denise Gomes. Now, I picked Yasmin in the fight. I thought her chin would hold up. But as you see, she's been taking shots from her opponents. And then one day, she just gets knocked out. One day, she can't take those shots no more. Same shots she used to take before, she can't take them no more. Or she has run up against the fighter with a bigger punch than what she's dealt with in the past. That will eventually be Erin Blanchfield. Erin Blanchfield is far too easy to hit with clean, flush shots early in fights. Her most recent fight was the biggest red flag, I think, in her career. She was getting pieced up pretty bad in the first round against Taylor Santos. Literally, nobody has ever talked about Taylor Santos as a high-level offensive striker. Her thing has always been her jiu-jitsu, physical strength. But in there, she looked like Ali, tattooing Erin. And Erin gets hit by everybody. Always a bad sign. So until her chin cracks, she's going to be a huge problem for these fighters. But I believe eventually it's going to crack. Just like all other fighters who are well known for their chin, eventually they cracked. And that chin failed on them. So we will see. But that is why I'm not picking Erin to be the next. I'm not going to predict that she's going to be the next long reigning champion. Her defense is far too leaky. Everything else is pretty much above average except for her speed and power. Erin's power is not that noteworthy, but her speed is definitely subpar. But her tenacity and aggression gets her far, and it gets her a lot of victories. You see how much shine it has gotten her already, and look at how slow she is. And she's kind of chubby. Her speed is not all that. And her power is not all that. I think Erin shows you how much aggression can help offset or compensate for a lack of other things like speed and power. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. If she makes, let's say, 4 title defenses, I will count that as an incorrect prediction. Even though the record is 7 title defenses, I'll go with 4. I believe the division is too difficult right now for any champion to make 4 title defenses. We'll see what happens.